All right, it's another episode of the Cedric Maxwell Podcast. I am Josue Pavon alongside Cedric Maxwell and our special guest, Rick Mahorn, Pistons legend, Pistons broadcaster, radio broadcaster, Rick Mahorn. What's up, Rick?
Man, all this bullshit introduction, man. I could have did better myself. Why don't you just say Hampton's finest or something like that? See,
That's too easy.
It's too easy for you. You ain't got to build me up. People know I'm the bad boy.
Well, look. I tell you what I got for you. Pretty soon you're gonna have somebody gonna be serving you for some shit that you did to me about damn 30, 40 years ago when you filed my ass. I'm think you know how they go back with these lawsuits now, Rick. When they go, if you got hit by Rick Mahorn, then you know you can
no statute of limitations, right?
Yeah, you can get some bugger money. Come on, man.
Hey, that's what they call that disability. Get your Medicaid card, get all that other shit, and that's what they call it. Call it Medicaid, and then you get that prepaid food card. Go ahead and get it, Max.
Well, I'm gonna get it now. We want to know because I've seen you. You're about to have an operation, right? How you been doing?
That's correct. I had a consult earlier today. Had positive thoughts leaving out, but sometimes, when you go under the knife, it's always that case of nervousness, anxiety, and it just, but I felt better going out. But shoot, after time, you go in there and you're looking at the hospital, you're going like, damn, look at all these people with these masks and walking around with canes and all this stuff. But you know what? Hey, that's what God's got a good plan for me. So I'm looking forward to it.
Now this is one of those questions I always want to ask. You've been really healthy, for a big guy, you played the game the way you did. To see your body start to change and things start to break down, how did that make you feel? Because I know my damn back, man, is all screwed up right now.
Man, it made me feel like I did something that I would have did for free. We played basketball, Brad, out on the concrete and canvas sneakers. I did this shit for free because I love basketball. I love sports. But as we get older, you remember listening to them old heads on the sideline. Man, you better don't do that, man. You're going. And then we sit there and go like, man, I don't want to hear that shit. And next thing you know, we that old dude saying, man, you better not do that stuff. But you got to look at it now, Brett. I be looking at the game now. It's like it's not as physical, but I just what personally I would just want these young guys to respect the game like we did. And not only respect the game, but respect us.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't for us or the people before us, it wouldn't be nothing.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking that you just invented the world. When you hear these asinine thoughts, these guys come out. Oh, they couldn't play. They couldn't play when we played. But that's what is called progression. Hey, they ain't even look. I know you're about my age too. We all, it was the draft, and they ain't never heard of the draft because once you turn 18, you had to file for the draft. And I'm sitting here going like, but then meanwhile, they don't understand what the foreign guys go through because they have to do a service for their country.
Yeah.
And it depends on what they want. If you have to give money, if you're a basketball player like Dino Raja, you had him up there in Boston. Dino used to just pay them. Here you go. My service is rendered, but that's what you had to do, man. Come on, Jason.
Let me ask you. Here's a question: how many people would have got killed if you were playing for $500,000 for a game like they're playing in that cup game right now?
Listen,
how many people would be able to walk away?
Especially back then.
Hey, forget that. I was doing it for 60,000. Come on, man. Division II, man, we had to share cafeterias with everybody else. We ain't had no NIL. We get a couple of dollars back in the day. You figure like, boy, I'm rich. And being a welfare kid with a single parent, my mom tried to give us everything. But you know what? All she had to do is give me love. And that was about the best thing you can ever do for your children, for your parents. It's all about the love. Money helps, but money don't mean a lot when you just got enough with the love of your family.
You know, Rick, I was talking to Max last episode about the last time he played a pickup game or just had to put those sneakers on one last time. And it's not that far removed from his last day in the NBA. How far is your last time you took the floor? And what was that like?
I'll put it this way. You mean get on the floor and play a competitive game, or get on the floor and play bullshit games?
BS games, just, up and down, whether half court or full court.
I'm 66, and check this shit. I was still playing ball, and Brad, once the league started expanding, then all of a sudden it was weak. So now the more you expand, that's when you got guys, I could go back all the way to my first year. It was only 11. This was before I even, before Brad, and it was only 22 teams with 11 players on the team. And you talk about a straight up fist fight. For $50,000, I was going to whoop somebody's ass because I wanted their job. Now, when you look at it, you talk about the Emirates Cup game for $500K. Woo! Nobody would be standing. But it just, the rules have changed. But I think it's fun for the league because you get two teams that, hey, this can change someone's life. A guy that don't even play that's on the roster. And,
Right.
Even though $500K now today and in today's world ain't a lot, because half of that shit going to the government, then the city, then this and the state, and then you getting taxed in every damn city you go play in and shit, Brad. We still getting taxed and we ain't playing.
Yeah,
that's some bullshit.
Yeah,
it's like
true.
we ain't getting. I could see if I was making $500,000 like I was playing, but now you get tax everywhere. Everybody wants some. So it is. But Brad, you right. For $500K, I might have to. If my mother was playing, I ain't gonna kiss her. I'm gonna knock her ass out.
Let me ask you
that
this.
Story was so funny last time you said it.
when you see LeBron James, are you more annoyed or are you more amazed about what he's doing right now in the league?
Brad, what I'm annoyed with is social media. And nothing's wrong with it. I mean, nothing's wrong with it used properly. Remember, we had to read the newspaper the next morning, and next thing you know, we wouldn't get information about nobody, Jay Smooth, till about a week later. But now it's so instantaneous that if LeBron breaks his fingernail or Steph Curry, if one piece of his hair comes out, all of a sudden it's big news. So I like this new way of getting information, but I don't like it the way they use it to promote bullshit. So, but I figured, a lot of times when I'm looking at it, oh, it's on social media, it must be true. Hey, hey, the truth is where you go ask that person, hey, LeBron, is your fingernail hurt? What's going on? But now, remember, Brad, if you took a day off, or you took a game off, you wouldn't even the next game, and that guy that just got in front of you, because I know you had McHale on your ass, and you're just like, I'm gonna bust his ass every stinking day. And when Rodman and Sally, I was gonna kick their ass every stinking day, because this is my job, this is my position, and the only way you gonna get it if I'm dead and buried alive.
With the Celtics and Pistons matchup coming up, I gotta say real quick, take a quick reminder for everyone out there watching that this episode, just like every episode, is brought to you by the Game Time app. Right now, you don't want to miss out on these prices, and with the Celtics back in town against the Pistons, Game Time app will make sure you get the best price around. All right, you download the app. All you got to do, we're talking about all-in pricing. You could pick your seats. You got the panoramic view to see exactly what it's going to look like, what to expect. And again, you don't want to miss out on a great deal for this upcoming game between the Celtics and the Pistons. All right, download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. That's CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem the code CLNS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. All right. So with that being
Hold
said,
on, hold on. With that being said,
I knew Rick might say something right now.
in the words
I knew
of
it.
Biggie Small, get money, get money.
That's right. That's right.
And I ain't mad at you paying bills, son. That's what
We
you
got to
have
do
to
it.
do.
We got to do it. We got live reads now. You know, we got to pay the bills here. But Rick,
Hey, Brad, you wanted this, and you know, look.
Hey, look,
I ain't in that trash can.
I want all
this
this
is entertaining.
smoke, bro.
We love it.
I want all this
we
smoke.
love
Hey,
this.
listen, you know I ain't got nothing but love for you. And you know, much as I hate Boston, it's gonna be fun to get back up there in Beantown and just enjoy. The fans are pretty amazing, but they're assholes. And thank God, listen, thank God that they have assumed names now because Brett, when we used to play y'all, they was calling our rooms. And see, this is technology again. They were calling our rooms, and I ain't never get called so many N words in my life.
Wow.
And it was like I had one dude on there that messed around, and we had caller ID, and we called him at 3, 4, 5. We called him twice at 2 in the morning because back then you could get that phone. Man, we tore his ass up.
But
Man,
it was it's really a different time that you and I played in. When we think about the era and people and respecting people, respecting the game, the legends that you played with. You could go down. And this is one thing I was thinking about the other day. And did I play? I'm going with and this is not politically correct, but this is what we do. I'm going with my all-white team. The guys that I played with. I played with the best all-white team ever. Now, I got Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, I got John Havlicek, I got Dave Cowens, and I got the guy you hate the most. I got Danny Ainge. Can you find me a better all-white team?
Let's see.
And Pete Maravich also. I played with him.
Okay, so when I played with Jeff Rulin, and also and Bill Lambier, and then I go a little bit. Let's see, who else did I have? Not Kevin Greavy. No, let me stop. Greavy was okay. But then you look.
My all white team is one of the best all white teams ever put together, right?
Yeah, I'll put it. Yeah, I'll give it to you. But in DC, and when we won the championship, all we had was Bill Lambier.
Yeah,
and we called him an honorary brother because he would wear with his little tight butt slacks and all that stuff. But hey, man, that's that. Let's see, Lambier. Let's see, Jeff Rulin, who is a beast. Played with Dino Raja, but do we consider him white or do we consider him Croatian? But shoot, you got me thinking, bro. Most of the time, all I saw was brothers. And no Spanish dudes at all.
Brothers to the left or your brothers to the right of you. That's what it was.
Even a few light-skinned brothers.
But I thought about that the other day. I said, man, the team that I played with, the white guys I played with, I don't think there could ever be. I'm just thinking that of the teams that I can't think of a better one that you could have a combination of somebody else who played with that many white guys who could play the game at that level.
Yeah. I'm still thinking about it. I mean, damn, you gonna have me think about this shit. Then I'm gonna call you later. I'm gonna text you later and say, "Listen, this is what it is." Man, fuck that. But I'll tell you,
you got me
right
thinking
now,
recently. There's not even.
Well, Boston got that damn Peyton Pritchard. I could kick his little ass. That little motherfucker. I hate to call him a little, but that little motherfucker bad. And then you go, that damn Hauser shoots some fucking jumpers, and then you throw in them big Porzingis and that other big fucker is a Cornette. You throw him in there. It was
Luke,
like, damn, this is
Cornette.
All white team. This is all white team, but they're kicking our ass right now.
But you know what? I told Peyton Pritchard that. I said, Dude, let me tell you what, you lucky right now. You playing now. You go in to try to get a rebound during the 80s or the 70s, and you man, dudes would have knocked you. They would have told you might got one, but damn it, you ain't getting the next one you'll get from the hospital.
Hey, Red, it'd be in that paint area. Everything is free. You just sling it out there and say, "Yeah, bring your bitch ass in here again." I mean, the game has changed, and the game.
But people wouldn't believe that those were the words that were said when you played. You were getting cussed out all the time. You were getting assaulted every time you went on the floor, especially if you could play. And you better not be a guy on the bench talking shit, and you can't play. Oh man, your teammates, man, shut up, shut your damn mouth, because this dude right here finna fuck me up because of you.
Yeah, just
you ain't even coming out here.
And then you go take it out on him on practice, and then that fucker be like, I ain't saying shit else. He'd be sitting there mumbling. But I love when you look at the game today, I look at it, they're getting younger, which, we got teenagers in there, and it should be something where they do. Remember that now they got the rookie transition program. But what I think about that rookie transition program, they're not given history. Yeah. And see, I learned history going to an all-black college where I looked at people like Earl of Pearl Monroe, Bobby Dandridge. Willis Reed was my hero, and I didn't even know that he went to Grambling. Yeah. So I'm looking at them, and then I'm looking at other people, Sam Jones. I'm sitting there going like, Sam Jones won 10 championships, and I'm going like, nobody talks about it. Or Al Adams. I mean, these are people that battled in this league. Clem Johnson from FAMU. You just go like, damn, Carlos Terry. Then you go, okay, Ben Wallace from Virginia Union and Oakley. These are the people that when I look at my wall of historically black players, I just go like, who's the first person to play? And then you go, okay, they don't even know the history of who's the first black person that played in this NBA or who got drafted in the Earl Lloyd, I got a chance to see. You can look it up on my wall right there. That is, of course, that's Willie, that's Hank Aaron, but underneath, that's my man Earl Lloyd, who played for the Syracuse Gnats. And you go, damn, people don't even know that. You go do your history, do your homework, and that's how you respect the game. Because, Brett, I don't know if you get on the bus or I get on the bus, half of them don't know who the hell we are.
Look, let me tell you, and he's right about that, because the first time Jason Tatum kind of knew me, but he didn't know me. And then one day he was like, came out on the court, his grand started shooting. He's like, cornbread. I said, what's wrong with you? He said, I saw you on that 30 for 30. Damn, you're a bad motherfucker. So you're introduced to history with some of the games that you might have played in. I mean, I showed the tape of you elbowing me. Mm-hmm. I showed you I gave you a pump fake and you came down full bore. You ain't trying to help me up. I showed this to Joe Mazzulla, head coach of the Celtics. He said, man, I like that. He said that need to be more of that in the league. I was like, damn.
Joe loves that.
Then I showed it to Tatum, I showed it to Brown, and all they did was go, and the first thing they started saying is, how many games did he get suspended for? I said 0.
Hey, Jay.
Joe, were you even subbed out?
Listen, subbed out. Hey, man, please, if you don't get up, you bet you ain't gonna play the rest of the game. But I'll tell you, if he pump fake, then I asked him as he pump fake me anytime after that game.
Nope, no more pump fake.
I'm gonna shoot this shit right now because I ain't got time for you to hurt me with this 250-pound body jumping on my ass.
But you know what? I can see you seeing guys now how they try to avoid it when somebody gives them a pump fake and they'll try to jump out the way. You ain't even try to jump out the way.
You already committed the crime. It's like like driving the car. You speed limit 75. You doing 90, and then let me
Oh
slow
my
down. No, you already
God.
caught. Just might as well
Oh,
take the hit. But I look at that and when you talk about Tatum and you talk about Brown, and Brad, I got a chance to talk. Well, Tatum, we have a connection. I had family that coached him down there at Chaminade in St. Louis. So that was kind of a connection. But just to see them guys once they see us on 30 for 30 and all that kind of stuff, it gives us resolve that hey, you did watch ESPN and you know what this do. Look, I'm like shit. They got that. They if they look at the movies, who Keith Wilkes played Cornbread Maxwell and me, whatever. I was like, that's the wrong person, but that's Hollywood. But
yep.
then I
Yeah.
said, that's the real cornbread over there.
That's right.
And
That's
that
right.
motherfucker. And when I tell you, you go down and
Bill.
you look at, and I said, this dude was the MVP of the NBA Finals and shit. And people go like, oh, I thought it was Bird. But here's the question that I want you to do to him next time you see him, both of y'all. Who was the last guy, or name the two people in the NBA and NBA history won MVP and Rookie of the Year? I'm asking
Uh,
both of y'all.
I know one of them because he's your guy, Wes Unseld.
Okay. Who's
Wes
the other one?
Unseld was one of them, Rookie of the Year and MVP. Mm, damn. Now the second one is going the Rookie of the Year and the
Magic?
MVP. Nah, nah,
No, no, no.
nah. Magic wasn't in that. Damn, that's pretty good. Whoa, just give
Right?
me a second. I got to get this shit. I knew it was Wes Unseld because that's one of my favorite stats.
Oh no,
But
That was
see,
Magic.
what he
Yeah.
did.
but here's the thing. It's so crazy that you say that because nobody knows it.
Yeah,
And that's the fact that I played with a guy that was like, my mentor, my daddy, God bless his soul, but he
yeah.
taught me how to be a pro in this league, him and Adrian Dantley. So I look at them and I go like, oh, these dudes, and a lot of the kids don't even know Adrian Dantley.
Man, I ran into that West Unseld pick. That brother hit me so damn hard, man. I'm still like, I still think my spine is out of whack, man. Cause nobody called the pick. I was running full speed, trying to guard somebody as a rookie, and nobody ain't say nothing. He stood there, and it's like I ran into a brick wall,
Yeah.
and you can hear the crowd go. as,
No, but
as I went.
Yeah,
So
Sam should have
wait
called
a
that
minute,
out, man.
who is this second guy though?
it's too easy. Will Chamberlain.
Oh, I
Oh,
was gonna guess that. I should have,
Yeah,
man.
Will Chamberlain. See,
oh,
but the first time when I go to camps or something like that, the kids will go, oh no, it was Michael Jordan or
Yeah, yeah.
it was Magic Johnson. Of course, they're gonna. But then I tell them, why are you worried? The league, and then I asked them how long you think the league has been, the NBA, and they don't know it's been over 70, going on 75 years or
Over
something, going on
75,
80.
you
yeah.
know what
Yeah,
surprised me? Somebody said there was only about 6,000 people who had played in 75 years. Only 6,000 of us.
I told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
It's
was the one that
like
told you.
it
I,
was the ones that you because you get repeaters. You
yeah.
get
Hmm.
repeaters, and then you get a few.
Rick, I thought it was, I'm thinking in my mind, it got to be, 15, 16,000 people, easy.
Yeah,
6,000 people, that tells you really how good you got to be, the
right.
repeaters you talk about. And Josue, here's the biggest thing. When we talk about the league, when Ricky and I came in the league, you were fighting for that position. You had to earn, and him more than me, but I was a first round pick. Ricky came from a all black school, so a lot of times it
HBCU.
was
Yeah.
it was segregation towards him. It's like he couldn't play, so he went through a whole nother trial and tribulation that I didn't go through. So I thought was
Mhm.
absolutely crazy. But that
Yeah,
was that was real, real shit when you think about the way we had to fight for our positions and hold it down and all this other stuff is crazy.
So what was
yeah.
those first couple of years like, Rick?
Well, you know what? Being Division II, being from Hampton Institute, first and foremost, they think I just got out of prison, and think I was institutionalized. But you know what? The fact of the matter, I had Mitch Kupchak, Dave Corzine. they had a bunch of repeaters. And I sat there and I'm looking at these dudes. They didn't. A lot of them be thinking that they know basketball, but they didn't. I knew fundamental basketball. And the fact of the matter, I could play multiple positions. And a lot of guys come in the league and just say, "Oh, I'm a center." Or I'm a forward or I'm a guard, but you may be best suited for that team accepting a role. So I learned from Unsell that I could play center and I could play power forward. Now I learned how to play the three position because a lot of times you get caught in transition. What you want me to just run down the middle of the court? Hell no, I'm gonna get out here on this open spot and try to drive and get me a layup. You see me? Put my hand up, give it up. But that's the thing about fundamental basketball. And then we get the guys that come in from high school or 1 year college guys. Are they fundamentally sound? But then you get the guys in the second round who's already seasoned, already knows how to do a back cut or knows how to do a reverse pivot. You have to teach these. That's why they got 30 coaches.
Let me ask you this: what was the best lesson you learned that you can remember from a player and a coach? So give me one from a player and one from a coach, because you with the great Chuck Daly, but there was other people out there that, people don't know about. And give me a player that says, mine was Dave Bing. Dave Bing came to me my rookie year, and he talked to me. He's like, Brad, you can be in this league for a while, but you have to keep your nose clean, and you have to be ready to listen, and you have to be ready to learn. And that was the best words I got from a player.
I got that same message from Wes Unseld. That's why I said that's my daddy. He's my every time I see his son Wes Jr., it brings me like that's my family. And Wes taught me just what you just said: listen and learn, but also keep your nose clean because there's so many distractions that we see off the court from a player. And as for a coach, of course, it's going to be Daddy Rich, Chuck Daly, because Chuck Daly, he was an exquisite dresser.
Yes.
And, Brad, we learn every time I see you be looking sharp and shit. We learn from our other people. And I was just talking to the misses and stuff saying, why? Or no, I was talking to my son. And it's like, why do these guys all want to look the same? You go on the road, it's either they got, all right, I'm going to get braids, I'm going to get curls, I'm going to get dreads or whatever. But then you see them with all their pants down. I ain't got time to look at nobody's drawers. I mean, come on, man. You get paid 50 million. Now they're getting paid 50 million. You still looking like one of the dudes from prison, Ward 8. You want your pants baggy, but you jumped into a
but Rick, not even the coaches are dressing anymore. I think that's kind of different.
Well, I kind of like it because they keep uniformed. It's basically because we wear uniforms, but I would love for them to sit on that bench. Hey, Brad, I got paid a lot of off-court money just because I would come to each game that I didn't play dressed to the nine. Because then they looking at, because now you're a professional. You ain't got to look me up to know that I got nice. I dress nice, but I dress nice because I represent my family. And, if I walk around here, if I walk around with my pants hanging off my ass and my drawers are dirty, they going to get me. It's like, ugh, nobody wants to see them stains because you ain't wipe your ass. But sometimes you're sitting on the bus and you're sitting there and these guys walking by. I'm like, but then and it's not, to me, I think, I always said to a lot of the rookies or some that really know me, I said, respect the game. Respect the game, because if you respect the game will respect you. And that's what I like to see more of, where the league, I think when Allen Iverson and them got in with the ball caps, the hats backwards, the uniform, wearing
great times, good times.
Different times, because that was the hip hop world. But you know what? They were good.
That's my era, Max. That was my era right there.
Yeah, so I look at that right there and I said, you can be correct. You don't have to have shit hanging off your ass and jumping in a fucking Benz or a Maybach and you got your drawers hanging down. Come on,
you're right when it comes to that. But during that era, which I thought was the funniest thing, was the fact that those baggy pants they wore, Iverson would make a move and he had to pull his pants up after he made the move. I said, how comfortable can that feel?
No, that's it. Every time you go back to the hood, you go back there to see your people. Man, if a cop come there, they running, pulling their pants. Yeah, dumbass, you better wear you better wear some leggings or some shit so nobody can catch your ass.
Nah, what you had to do was you had to have the shorts underneath the pants, so you was ready to ball whenever and help keep your pants up. But that was for the real ballers out there.
Well, the real ballers, we ain't give a shit. We playing in the jeans and whatever. Because we get out there, motherfucker, you got a game, we gonna catch a game.
Hey, you guys are ball chucks. That was crazy.
Let me ask you this question. Here's a good one. What's the worst influence? Drugs or women in the NBA? Drugs or women?
Ooh.
I put the drugs with the women. And the reason why I say that, because they're both drugs. But if you're single and you know what you want to do, you could do what you want to do. But then like that, what's that? I see the same hoe everywhere, every little place I go.
Here we go.
Tupac.
Every other city we go.
I see the same. Listen, boy, almost got caught up when they traded one guy off our team, and that girl was coming to check me. I'm like. I went there. I said, excuse me, miss. I went to Hampton. Ratio was 10-1. I don't have time for you.
People don't understand the real NBA back then was women were predators, and you would go to another, and you didn't know that woman was seeing something. Well, not all of them, but there were a lot of them. I ain't gonna say all of them, but there were a lot of women who were predators at that particular time, because you would go once you got traded to another team or you went to another team, you found out that somebody you were seeing was also seeing somebody else. So that's predator shit right there. I ain't say all of them.
Kenyon Martin had an interesting take about that with his son, warning his son about those type of females. Yeah.
Well, I can tell you right now, it's kind of a cycle, because I guess it's still around. But that's why I go straight to my room. Don't go to the bar. And I, but
well, you old now.
Come on, Max. Let him do his thing, Max. Come on, man.
I'm 34 years in. I'm good.
Old folks ain't gonna do that no more. We trying to get back to it after we get off the bus. We trying to get to our rooms. But back then we weren't. Back then we were just hanging out. And I understood the game, but it was a game after the game that went wrong. Because my rookie year, I always remember there were 4 or 5 guys who were sitting in the room. They were all snorting coke, and I just looked at them. I'm like, damn. And they kept calling me, Rook, come over here and get some, man. I'm like, no, man, I'm good. But then how they got me. They got me on the woman's side. I'm done.
That's why you're asking this question.
One of them's gonna get you. One of them gonna get you. It's either women or the drugs. The drugs didn't get me, but the women, that was a whole nother story.
It's the same. It's a drug. It's the women. It's a drug, because then you're getting addicted to something. But like you just said, you go, man, I'm sitting here. I'm going like, I did grow up in the hood. I tried to kept my nose clean and didn't smoke. But then you go, okay, we're in this city, what Kansas City or something, or you go to this city where it's nothing to do, and next thing you know, this dude pulls out the little packets, and it was like, damn. And then next thing you know, they pull out another little packet. And I'm going like, what the hell am I missing? Because when I did try it, my gosh, that thing blew my whole nostril out and blew my head back here. And then you see guys going into rehab. And, I played with John Lucas, played with John Williamson. And, I played with guys. And then crack was the big thing back then.
Yeah.
But here's the funny thing when you look at it. These guys will get pulled over in the car and stuff like that. Now it's instant news who's getting pulled over, why are they getting pulled over. And thinking that they're bigger and better instead of just, complying. But, it is what it is, man.
Hold on, take a quick break. We'll get back to this conversation. Just got to remind our viewers out there that this episode is also sponsored by Prize Picks, which is the best place to get real money. The best place to get real money sports action with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. Prize Picks has made the daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You just pick more or less on a player's stat, and you can win up to 200 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. And especially right now, guys, make your holiday bigger and brighter with Prize Picks, the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. You can win up to 200 times your money, all right, on Prize Picks. We're not making this up. Prize Picks now offers MasterCard for quick and easy deposit into your account this sports season. Join now because this holiday season, Prize Picks is giving away 2 free picks in December. That's right. And they're giving away $30+ million in rewards during Pixmas. All right. So special thing going on for the holiday season.
Pixmas? You
said Pixmas. That's right.
Well,
Pixmas, right.
Words out there with get money, Pixmas.
Pixmas, yeah. You know, for the holiday season, guys, you know. Sure. All right, so right now it's easy. Like, for example, they might have Jason Tatum at 28 or 27 points. You decide whether he's going to get more or less, how many rebounds. Maybe they got him at 6. You decide more or less and win. That's it. Easy. Download the app today. Use the code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's promo code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, run your game.
All right.
I'll tell you right now, it was when you get caught gambling like Pete Rose up in there as players. Now
see, that's another vice. That's another vice, Rick. You talk about the money and the women, but now, especially with the sports betting and how it's so accepted throughout, you know, the U.S. What was it?
U.S. You mean worldwide?
Well, yeah, true. But I mean, I'm talking about the NBA players, right? I mean, someone was banned last season, you know, for getting involved with something like that. Yeah, he was played mostly in the G League, but he's out the league now because he got caught up in the sports betting scandal.
But he must be getting money. He must have got a lot of money. I can't even do Brandon. I can't do that. It's like, you know, but I understand. I just go to the barbershop.
Wow. There you go. He getting it. All right, Josue.
That's how that goes down. That's how that goes down.
All right, Josue, let's wrap this puppy up, man.
So I'm just going to say my last question is with the Pistons coming off of such a big win against the Knicks, what can we expect in this Celtics matchup on Thursday?
Well, I hope that, you know, we don't turn the ball over, but we don't start off slow. When the Celtics jumped up on us real quick, they played like the champs they are, but they let us back in the game. So right then and there, there's some confidence going into Boston, and it's the fact that, hey, if we can win in New York, we can win in Boston, and the team is playing better than they were last year. You know, we got with Cade walking around triple-double. You got, you know, guys like Ivy and also guys
Get the hell out of here. You ain't winning that damn game in Boston. Get the hell out of here. You ain't winning that game.
I know I can't bet, but I know you better bring me if I'm coming, I'm letting you know.
Yeah, we'll put you on picks. We'll get you Prize Picks, you know?
Yeah, the Prize Pick is him making another sweet potato pie. Oh, look, sweet potato pie.
Yo, I haven't had one of Max's sweet potato pies in years, man. You bringing that around lately?
Man,
we came in, Josue. We came in.
Listen, I want to slap my mama with that dog.
Tastes so damn good.
You know what bread means. Go kiss your mama.
Mama, Ricky, kiss your mama.
Yeah, that's one of the funniest stories, man. Oh, man, Rick, appreciate you coming on, man. Second time, and I mean, you already know we'll get you back on at some point throughout the season.
Well, make sure you get me back on after we whoop that Celtics.
If that happens, I'm in. Let's do it. We'll give you a victory lap.
Yeah,
all right.
Just
all
have
right,
my
brother.
damn pie. You keep that move, you non-listening motherfucker. I'm out. Deuces.
All right, later.
Love you, boys.
Rick Mahorn. I'm Josue Pavon, Cedric Maxwell. We'll see you guys next week. What's going on, everyone? It's Josue Pavon here. If you made it this far, that means you really enjoyed this video. Make sure you follow all of our social media platforms at Celtics CLNS, and of course, follow us here on YouTube.